Alright, this is a weekly reading for Cancer the Crab. I have 2 songs for you this week. We have Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk. If you haven't heard that song, you were living under a rock. And then we also have Tainted Love by Soft Cell. If you lived through the 80s, you probably have heard that song. Maybe more than once. Maybe in the 90s too. But, yeah, it's gonna be kind of a mixed week for you, I guess. So, we also have a couple things. You have a lot in your reading, first off, what I'm gonna say. So, let's see. You right now is gonna be the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is the energy shift from victory or defeat to what will come next. Another possibility. How do you move on after a loss? So, and there's also shyness, distracting others with the way you look, a mentor being mentored, or a wonderful friendship. So, this could be you kind of branching off into something totally different from what you're used to, kind of putting yourself out there, talking to other people, moving on from a situation, moving on from a relationship, moving on from a job, moving on from a situation that wasn't working for you for a long time. Whatever the case is, there's some point of moving on and putting yourself out there. So there's also a letter. So there's somebody who's a writer, eloquent, maybe very thin. Arthur, a way with words. There's somebody that's very either persuasive. You might get a letter that's very persuasive, or a certain dialogue that's very persuasive, or just a very nice letter. It could be a lot of those things. But there's something that's coming to you that's going to be very interesting, that you're going to kind of look at and be like, okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, and then we have number 2 with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is, let's see, the week's theme. So it's taking action impulsively without a real plan. Let's see, going it alone, feeling clever, possibly an affair. So transportation by land, spying, Secret Service jobs, or mental work, army jobs. So there's kind of like a plan of attack. There's no plan involved. You're probably either in a particular job that requires you to like be in a different place and kind of scout out an area or something, or you could be spying on somebody. Like there it could be a bit of both, but there might be something else going on. There could be like a spy or something looking at you, an ex watching you, something to that effect. But there's somebody watching you. Somebody's like a private investigator following you around, or following somebody else around. Could be an ex, it could be somebody you're dating, it could be somebody else. So, anyway, number 3, we have Challenge of the Week. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is an actual child or an innocent bystander. So fascination with stories or magic, a psychic, a creative singer, poet, artist. Let's see, working with youth. So this person could be curvy, have colored hair but not black hair, let's see, heart-shaped face, happy, loving, compassionate person. So it could be their description, or it could be their personality. So either or. It could be very hard to get a hold of this person, probably hard to um, talk to this person, or just very, it probably isn't the right time. That's probably why it's a challenge. It's probably not the right time to talk to this person, or not. Um, you know, it's probably a far away relationship. Let's put it that way. Um, so let's see. Number 4. Number 4 is lesson to remember. We have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is wealth, prosperity, success, possibly obsession with these things to the point of not caring about anything else. More basically, a successful older man or woman pleased with life despite any dangers, signs. So, let's see. Could be middle management or a business owner. Could also have a Mediterranean look. They might look a little bit foreign. Let's see, might have darker hair, darker skin color, might have a slick personality, a Mercury personality, or be hard to hold on to. So there might be somebody who's just kind of does their own thing. They're kind of like one of those friends that's like, oh, hi, man, how are you doing? And then they're like gone the next minute. You're like, where the fuck did they go? But it's a very sleek energy, so it might be like, maybe you know this person that you're talking to, and maybe this person's kind of a little bit flaky, or they might kind of just like do their own thing. They might be here 1 minute, gone the next. They're just like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Alright then, bye now. And like, they're off doing something else. But, yeah, it might be hard to hold on to this person. Maybe it's a love interest, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's something else. You know, it's whatever at this point. Anyway, we have number 5. Number 5 is lesson that you will learn. We have the Page of Pentacles. So, a young person, male or female, some maybe of any age, really focused on whatever subjects has seized their attention. So this person that you're looking at, or it might be you, you might have a lot of interest. I myself have a lot of interest, but yeah, it's kind of like you go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Or you might be knowledgeable in more than one subject, so you're kind of like covering many bases within a short amount of time. So it could be a student, an apprentice, entry-level jobs, new jobs, pursuing a business idea, practical jobs, and attention to details. So this could be you also. So you might be kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to make it look like this, or I'm going to do something a little bit different. So yeah, having to look at everything very meticulously. So curvy, edgy dresser, maybe slim, maybe has a scar or a tattoo somewhere. Could also describe a person that you might be talking to. It might also describe you. So, let's see. We have the last one with the gift you give yourself. We have the Devil. The Devil is, let's see, freeing oneself from something seductive, let's see, yet dangerous. Finding out something that is not as exciting as you once thought it was. Maybe discovering who really holds the power in the situation. So, like, you could have thought, hey, I'm controlling the situation. And maybe you're going to find out somebody else does, or this is going to happen, or this is going to happen, and, you know, whatever. It's a power struggle, and I feel like you might not be in control of your own destiny, if that makes sense. I feel like somebody else is, which it kind of scares me. But it's yeah, it's really hard to accept that somebody else holds the key to your personal destiny. But it could be a soulmate or a twin flame, which could be pretty awesome. But I also feel like it might be a little bit of a strain on you because you're gonna be like, what the hell? This has worked before, and then it like doesn't. So it could be a job, or it could be um, a promotion or something else that's kind of like out of your grasp and you don't know why. It's probably meant for somebody else. It probably is going to be given to somebody else. And you're just going to kind of be there going, what the hell just happened? Like, usually I'm the one that gets pretty much what I need. You know, it's like a learning curve situation. But anyway, um, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. I feel like this week will be very confusing. I feel like everything seems to be tangibly in your face, but it's slightly out of reach. You know what I mean? Um, so take that as you will. I know it won't resonate for some people, but it kind of feels like you're in a snow globe and everything's just out of bounds of it. You know, it's weird. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, hopefully, and I hope you know this week is very weird for everybody. It's kind of like being in the Twilight Zone. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty neat. But anyway, hopefully everything works out for you, and you know, I feel like it's gonna be a difference of opinion for some of you. You're gonna be like, okay, this happened, and now what do I do? But I feel like it's all gonna work out because, you know, I don't think a cancer can, like, let things go, like, yeah, on a bad note. You know, there has to be some good in it somewhere. So I feel like you might be doing that and trying to save grace, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I will see you later, alright? Bye now.